Hi, I'm Representative Dan Sadler, and this is Video Capital Update for Wednesday, April 12th. Well, we just got off the House floor where the Democratic majority forced through their fiscal plan that would impose new income taxes and raise oil taxes, but not cut the budget. As I said during floor debate, you don't wash down a glass of medicine by chasing it with 2 glasses of poison. But that's just what the majority did in passing Senate Bill 26 on a narrow caucus line vote. Now, one can argue that using a portion of the interest earnings of the Permanent Fund Earnings Reserve account may be bitter but necessary medicine to cure our deficit. But today the Democrats forced Alaska to swallow a percent of market value bill and choke down 2 other demands in the same bill. First, it would force a $650 million broad-based tax, either income tax or sales tax. And second, it would force us to accept the oil tax hike that they forced through the House on Monday. Now, I argued strongly against an income tax. It hurts productive working people in Chugach-Eagle River, and against the oil tax increase because it drives away the investment we need to produce new oil for our children in the future. So when both were folded into a single bill, I was doubly proud to vote no. I'm grateful that the Senate Republicans will stand strong against this bad bill, and I'll keep fighting in the House for responsible solutions and against punitive taxes. Now, with just 6 days left in our 90-day session, today's action makes it clear what the end-of-session negotiating positions are. The Democrats in the House hope to claim that they've got a complete fiscal plan, but they've left the Senate just 4 days to swallow it whole. They're counting on the governor's help. The governor, for his part, is insisting on oil taxes and income taxes, or he'll keep us here in special session. Apparently, he does not want to let a good crisis go to waste. The Senate Republicans firmly oppose an income tax, I'm glad, and have politely declined a joint session on the governor's appointments, including his attorney general, so no confirmations until they meet. The House Republicans, for our part, believe there are alternatives to this tax and spend policy. First, the House and Senate Conference Committee negotiations could still result in a lower budget number. 2, forecasts of higher oil production and higher oil prices could mean a smaller than expected deficit. And third, political cooperation and compromise, I think, hold more promise for workable solutions. How this is going to end? Well, we'll have to stay tuned and see. Please check back, and until then, I'm Representative Dan Sadler, and this is Video Capital Update.